Friends, once again we met to continue our class. In our last class, we discussed about different states of matter. What we discussed about different states of matter, and also we learned what are the suitable properties to understand the different states of matter. So from among that, we already learned about that. One is shape and volume. Then after compressibility, and diffusion. Okay, so those properties we already discussed with suitable activities, with suitable examples to understand the states of matter, means how matter around us, how matter around us. And coming to talk about that, how the particles are arranged inside the matter, how particles are arranged inside the matter. To talk that, we have to discuss an activity, how the particles are arranged inside the matter. Let's discuss that. What are those to discuss? See here, to describe an activity, we need to do take a graduated beaker. What is that? Graduated beaker with water. See here what I'm saying to you. Graduated means a wide beaker. What is that? Wide beaker with water. Then add few crystals of potassium permanganate into the water. So what you are adding? Potassium permanganate crystals. Although we discussed that while we are mixing into the water those potassium permanganate crystals, it means the solution of potassium permanganate becomes as a pink color. It is in the pink color in pink. Coming to that, what I am saying, these are potassium permanganate. What are those? Potassium permanganate crystals. After mixing together those, the solution means, what is the solution? Mixture of water and potassium permanganate crystals. Those solution means the particles of the crystals of the potassium permanganate will dissolve completely throughout the water. In our last class already we discussed how solids are taking, means solid states are taking diffusion into the liquids. While we are discussing that, we already observed that how that crystals, means solid state of substance is diffused or taking diffuse into the liquid state of substance. Such like what I'm saying, while we are mixing the crystals of potassium permanganate into the water, that becomes a color in pink. What is the color? Pink color solution. Pink color solution means, what is this solution or mixture? This mixture is, or solution is nothing else but potassium permanganate solution. What is that? Potassium permanganate solution. Potassium permanganate solution. See what we are doing here, after becomes it pink in color, what we are doing here, taking 10 ml with help of test tube. What we are taking? 10 ml potassium permanganate solution from the graduated beaker. From the graduated beaker. See what we are doing. We are taking 10 ml of the potassium permanganate solution in a test tube. That what we are considering, this 10 ml potassium permanganate solution, we are considering sample solution. What is that? Sample solution. Take a 1 liter water in another graduated beaker. What you are doing? Taking 1 liter water in another graduated beaker. What I'm saying, this is 1000 ml of water. Means what I'm considering 1 liter of water. So into that 1 liter of water, what we have already took the sample from the graduated beaker or from the potassium permanganate solution that we are mixing together. While we are mixing those 10 ml sample into the, what happens? 1 liter of water, we may observe the whole solution of potassium permanganate. What is this sample? Potassium permanganate solution. So the whole sample will dissolve completely throughout the water. While that solution mixed into the water, this water becomes what in pink in color. What happened? They change into pink in color. Why it got a different color? Because of a colored solution or solution of potassium permanganate where we are adding into the water. What happened? That whole distributed throughout uniformly. Means they mix it completely. They dissolve completely throughout the substance. Understand? Coming to that, take 10 ml sample from again in this beaker. So while we are taking 10 ml from this beaker, what we are taking sample 10 ml solution from this beaker. So what is this? Is 10 ml solution sample from this beaker. And this 10 ml sample we are adding to the another graduated beaker which is filled with 1 liter water. Which is filled with 1 liter water. See here what we are doing. This is 1 liter water. This sample we are going to add in this. While we are adding this sample into the another graduated beaker which is filled with 1 liter water, we may observe the 10 milliliter sample will completely dissolve into the water, and we may observe what happened, that the color also changed into the water. Means what is the color? Light in pink color. The color before what we do, before we may observe here carefully, while we add the crystals of, while we mix that crystals of potassium permanganate into the water, it becomes completely, means the crystals of potassium permanganate completely dissolve into the water, means it distributed completely throughout the solution. So by that what we can say, that water change into the color means the solution of potassium permanganate in pink in color. Then from that solution we are taking 10 milliliter sample of the potassium permanganate to mix into the 1 liter of water in another graduated beaker. After mixing together that, what we are talking about here, see once carefully. So that 10 milliliter sample of potassium permanganate solution completely dissolves into the 1 liter of water in another graduated beaker. So what we may observe here, see the water changing color by comparing the first graduated beaker. See, this is the first graduated beaker, and this is second, and this is third. So what I'm saying, from this we took 10 milliliter sample to add into the 1 liter of water in another graduated beaker. Then after again we are taking 10 milliliter sample to add into the another graduated beaker which is filled with 1 liter. So from adding the 10 milliliter sample from each and every beaker, so what we may observe, the color is distributed throughout the graduated beaker which are filled with water, but by decreasing the intensity of color. Okay, that's not a problem, but it's showing a color in each and every beaker. Then how it is distributing throughout means how that potassium permanganate solution is dissolved completely into the water. Is there any chance? Is there any property to understand? To understand what the particles before what we discussed, the solid crystals means crystal particles means crystals of potassium permanganate is completely dissolved or uniformly distributed throughout the water. Then how they were dissolved completely means the particles of the potassium permanganate where are entered into the water, where it is inscribed into the water. To understand that, we have to learn three properties of the particles of matter. There are some properties of the particles of matter, how the particles are arranged inside the matter, and what are the properties to understand the particles of matter. Let's understand how those. Before to talk to that, we'll discuss one thing. So, while you are preparing a salt solution or sugar solution or otherwise lemonade. What is that? Lemonade. Coming to talk about that, where you are preparing salt solution. Take a glass of water in a transparent, means a tumbler, transparent vessel or transparent glass. So take a glass of water and add few crystals of sodium chloride, means a common salt. What is that? Common salt or eating salt. Salt particles into the what happened water. This is what water. We are adding salt crystals into the water. Stir well that a mixture of salt and water with the help of stirrer. Stirrer means which is helping to mix the solution. Okay, what we are doing here, while we are mixing together with help of stirrer, after some interval of time, we may observe what the solid particles or salt particles disappeared in the water. Then how those salt particles are disappeared? Then salt particles, where it went into the water. Generally we may say that answer what? The salt particles are dissolved into the water. Yes, of course, dissolved. The particles are completely dissolved throughout the water, are uniformly distributed throughout the water. That's okay. But where it went? See, this is another matter and this is two matters we are intermixing together. One is the solid state, one is the liquid state of the substances. When they are mixing together, the particles are interact each other, means they are completely dissolved each other. Then there the particles, means solid state of particles are entered into the water. Same as to prepare the sugar solution, of course. And when we are preparing lemonade, what we may have to prepare that salt or otherwise sugar, okay, lemon, and what we can add carbon dioxide, suppose if it is soda to prepare. See, while I'm mixing together such a dose, after mixing well those means salt or otherwise sugar, we want what we are using to the water to prepare lemonade, salt or sugar into the water, already we discussed to prepare such a dose, and lemon juice and such a dose, what we are adding the substances to make, or the combination of these substances, what we are saying mixture. The combination of two or more substances, nothing as a mixture. So after mixing together with help of spoon or what we can say stirrer, with help of stirrer, which is helping to mix together. What we can consider here, we can't get such a dose what we add into the water. Means those will disappear from the water. Then where those went, where they are inscribed inside the water. So to talk that, there is one reason to understand what we can just imagine. Take a piece of chalk, what we can, piece of chalk or piece of wood and piece of brick. Drop these things on a floor. while you're dropping those things from a height, see here, if you drop such those things, what we collected on the floor, those never slide, or otherwise they will never flow on the surface of the floor. See, these are the states of which, what we can say, piece of chalk, of course, is in the solid state of substance, and wood also in solid state of substance, and brick also in the solid state of substance. While you are dropping from a height to floor, those never flow on the surface of the floor. Suppose take a water, what we can, water or vegetable oil, fuel, kerosene or something, and pour on the floor, what we may observe. See here, what we can observe, the water or oil, those are considered in liquid state, those can flow on the any surface. Of course, see here what we can, why those solid state of substance did not flow on the surface, and why liquid states of substance are flowing on the surface. So to understand that, let's talk about what we can, the property to understand the particles of a matter, that nothing is space between the particles or space between the molecules. Let's talk about that. So what we can see, there exists a space between particles. There exists space between particles. See here what I'm saying to you. The space is located, or the space between the particles. How those? How the space between the particles? To understand, let's discuss an activity to prove that space between particles. Take a graduated beaker and fill it water. Take a graduated beaker and fill with water. What are doing? And mark the water level. Mark the water level. See once. This is the graduated beaker. We took some amount of water in that and we marked up to that where the water level is present. We marked the water level on the surface of graduated beaker. Coming to talk about that, add some salt and add some salt or otherwise sugar. What we are adding, salt or sugar, and stir it and stir it. What we are doing, we are mixing completely. We are mixing out slowly. With the help of stirrer. With the help of stirrer. This is the stirrer. Okay? Which is helping to mix the solution. See what I'm saying? We are taking a graduated beaker and we fill some water into that where the water level, there we mark it to that. And we are adding salt or sugar crystals into the water. And we are mixing or stir it thoroughly with the help of stirrer. After mixing well with the help of stirrer, what we can, when all the salt has dissolved, when all the salt or sugar dissolved, what we can, dissolved, we get a salt solution. What we can say, we get a salt or sugar solution. Salt or sugar solution. Is that clear? So why you can say it is a salt or sugar solution? Because the combination of two or more substance. So what happens? The salt is added into the water or sugar is added into the water. By that what happens? See, it becomes solution of salt or sugar. Salt or sugar. See here, what we may observe here, the salt or sugar which is dissolved in water, those are completely disappeared from the water inside the beaker. Then why? Where it is? Observe the level of salt solution. Observe the level of salt solution. What we are doing, after mixing completely, after dissolving the salt particles into the water, we are observing the what happened, level of salt solution. This is the water level, and after mixing salt or sugar, what happened? We are observing the level of solution, level of salt or sugar solution, salt or sugar solution. Okay, what we can observe here, see carefully. We may observe there is no any change in the mercury level or water level, and the water level and the sugar solution or salt solution level both are same. Means, imagine once, if we have 1 liter water, if we add one more liter into the 1 liter water, what happens? It increases the value, of course. Then, when we are adding into the salt or sugar crystals into the water, those are not changing their value. They are showing the same value. Means, when they are showing same value while dissolving salt or sugar solution, means we are adding other state of substance to that. But what happens? The level of the solution is same as the level of water. Why? Because then where the sugar or salt particles are went, means we can talk about that. What we can, the salt particles or solid state of particles are entered into the space between the water molecules. Space between the water molecules. Suppose, imagine, if increase the adding of sugar or salt particles into the water, well, it increases continuously. After some interval of time, the salt or sugar solution never dissolves. Never dissolves. Means what we can say, that solution has no ability to make that dissolve in it. Okay? Means up to where the space between the molecules, up to that much, the particles are filled between the molecules of water. Okay? Means what we can say here, there is a space is existed between the particles of the any substance. Coming to talk about that, what we can, we will find that the level of salt solution, level of salt or sugar, level of salt or sugar solution in the beakers are the same mark. In the beakers, these are the same mark. These are the same mark. where water level was initially in the beaker, So the solution of salt or sugar is the same as, means the level of the sugar solution or salt solution is same as the water level before where it was, means the initial of the water level. Coming to that, what we can say from this activity, what we can conclude that, both the solids and liquid particles, have some space between them, and that solid particles entered into the space between the liquid, liquid particles, when we dissolve them, in liquid. Okay. See what I'm saying to here? The solid particles are entered into the space between the liquid particles. There is a space between the molecules of the matter. That space we are calling as a intermolecular space. This space between the molecules of matter is known as intermolecular space. What you are calling intermolecular space. What we can say, IMS, intermolecular space. So there is intermolecular space between the particles of a liquid. That's why the solid state of particles are entered into the liquid state of particles. Okay, note on that. We'll discuss some more. You're finished. Yeah. Friends, what we learn here, the solid state of particles are entered into the liquid state, the space between the molecules of liquid state. Once if you recall an activity intrinsic, an activity intrinsic. So what we observed in that, well, like that intrinsic means agarbatti, we already observed the scent vapor molecules are entered into the air and distributed throughout the surroundings. Yes, of course, what we discussed from the scent vapor molecules of the incense stick are the scent vapor molecules of naphthalene ball moth. Those are diffused completely into the gaseous particles. Means where that incense stick lighted at one corner of the room, but from the activity what we finished in that smell spread out across the room, throughout the room. Means what we can say, the gaseous state of particles are diffuses more in gases. Means what we discussed, the rate of diffusion of gases means the rate of diffusion is more for the gases. Already we proved that. Same as what I'm saying here, the particles of gases are diffuses throughout the atmosphere more and long distances. Means what we can say, the vast distance is present between the, means more distance is present, means more space between the molecules, more space between the gaseous state of the molecules. Means there is a more maximum intermolecular space is between gaseous particles. Means what we can say, the intermolecular space is more for the gaseous state. The intermolecular space is more for the gaseous state of the substance. See here what we can talk about that. To remember this, what we can, gases are having more means large space between the particles. Means what we can say, the intermolecular space is the intermolecular space is more for gaseous state of the substance. Gaseous state of substance. And then after what we can say, the intermolecular space is least in solid state. Solid state. Means what we can say, the space between the particles in a solid state is very, very less. So that's why the particles in the solid state are packed closely together. Packed closely together. The intermolecular state is less in liquid state. Liquid state. So coming to write the range of intermolecular state in the gaseous states are having more than to the liquid state. Liquid state has more intermolecular space than to the what we can say solid state. Okay. So that's why from among that what we can say the particles which is that state of substances which are having more intermolecular space, they can flow at any surface. What we can consider, if the intermolecular space is more, then the matter or the substance can flow at any surface. That's why gases and liquids can flow at any surface. The substance which can flow at any surface is nothing as fluid. What is that? Fluid. What is a fluid? The substance which can flow at any surface is known as fluid. Example for the fluid, what we can write? Gases and liquids. Why? Because the intermolecular space is maximum in those. The intermolecular space is maximum in gases. What happens compared to the gas, minimum in liquids. That's why where we are dropping the liquids on the floor, they can flow at any surface. They can flow in all directions. And where, see here, our atmosphere, the air is nothing as a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases. They can move across all over the atmosphere from one place to another. So that's why gases can move very far and fast because it has more maximum intermolecular space. That's why they can diffuse fast. The rate of diffusion is more, compressibility is more for the gases, and the intermolecular space also maximum. Understand? Note on that. So come back to, let's discuss a table on the properties of states of matter from what we finished on that. Coming to that, state of matter shape, volume, compressibility, diffusion, intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. Okay. So first thing is solid state and liquid state. Gaseous state. So solid state of matter having a fixed shape and fixed volume. Already we discussed it. Complete activities. And compressibility is least. Diffusion is also what we said least. Means diffusion can take into the what we can say liquids and the gases to what we can say to diffusion to liquids and gases. Intermolecular space is least, means very less. Liquids have no fixed shape, no fixed shape, and volume is fixed, and compressibility is less, and diffusion, liquids can take diffusion to the gases, to the liquids and gases. Liquids can take the diffusion to liquids, liquids can take diffusion to gases. And same as intermolecular space is less. And gases have no fixed shape, nor the fixed value, and compressibility is more. Diffusion is more, of course, rate of diffusion is more. What we can say, if you want to say rate of diffusion, so liquids are having what we can say, solids are having least, liquids are having less, and these are having both. And one more we can say, gases can take diffusion into the liquids and also gases. Okay, it is more, the intermolecular space is more. Okay, note down that. So finished. Keep learning for online test. See you in the next class. Have a good day.